Let's transition to football, and we start with the CougarBoard Question of the Week. The CougarBoard is the largest online community of BYU fans. Thousands of posts every day. They've been hopping through the tournament. Lots to talk about. And you know what the transfer portal does? Keeps CougarBoard alive and cruising because everyone's got an opinion and there's something new every day. This question comes from Dilbert, one of their insider subscribers. Spring ball winding down. It ended on Saturday. How are you feeling about the football team? In what ways will they be better this year? Let's just say, in what ways will they be better prepared? As we've learned in these games, the games determine. You know, BYU won a lot of close games last year that could have gone one way or the other. They went their way, and they went 11-2.
Right.
They could have been just as good and had a couple of those games go the other way, and 8-5. And we have a totally different opinion. But how will they be better prepared this year?
They just have such a good core of established leaders coming back and at important positions. So when the quarterback is a senior and now he's been a full year starter, as Austin mentioned, not just a part-time starter. When Austin Collie was on earlier, he mentioned, yeah, Jake started a few games at the end of the year, but now he's a full year guy. There's no quarterback competition. He's settled in, and man, playing again for the first time in 30-something years, I realized how important it is to have a mastery of all of the routes and what the defense is doing and where you're supposed to go with the ball. Because all of us playing the other night didn't have any of that. And you just realize how difficult it is with athletes out there to do it. He is so prepared and so much ahead of where he was at the same time last year. I watched him in spring ball. The offense is way ahead. And they've got a bunch of veteran receivers back. And they lost some key offensive line leaders, but the young talent is there. They are big and long and athletic. So I just think they're going to score more points. And defensively, they had to replace some really good guys on the D-line. The biggest answer to that is Keanu Tanavasa.
Yeah.
He is an absolute beast, and he's a phenomenal leader. He's already having an impact, not just on his ability there in the middle, but in leadership with the D-line. They had some really good young guys that did get reps last year that'll be back. Then the back seven, it's all back. Like and you lose some great players in Jacob Robinson and Collins, but remember, they played a bunch of guys back there, and the quarterback on the defense is Tanner Wall. He was all last year. So you got Jake Retzlaff back to make all the calls and get everybody lined up on offense, and you got Tanner Wall back to get all the guys lined up. Tanner Wall, in my opinion, could be a first-team All-Big 12 guy this next year.
I talked to Tanner today, and Evan Johnson and Keanu Tanavasa at a little media event that BYU had, and they're and Keanu, it sounds like he's been here for 15 years.
It is amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, and he is in complete command.
Well, and when you hear him, you go, wait a minute. How has this guy not been here from the beginning?
Exactly.
Like, this is where he belongs. And I talked to his dad, Sean, for quite a while at practice a couple weeks ago. And Sean is just so happy with how happy Keanu is. And a happy guy is going to play great. And he was Utah's best D lineman. He was the best D lineman on the field last year in that game. And keep that guy healthy. With his leadership in that, BYU's in great shape. And as I mentioned, they have some young guys coming back that played a lot this last year. I'm not as worried about the D-line as I was when the season ended.
Yeah.
I feel a lot better about it. And I've always, you and I talked about it, that back seven, the backers and the defensive backs,
it's
they're as good as anybody has in the league.
It is going to be fun. That's one thing that we felt on the field Friday night, even at the alumni game, is that football vibe. Plus it was cool, so it felt like the fall. And you just go, okay, the team could come running out and everyone would be like, hey, this is awesome.